Hello everybody, today we're doing a video for GTA Car Kits in a 2016 Maserati Ghibli, and today we're going to show you how to install our Apple CarPlay and AndroidAuto module. As you can see, it's already installed in this car and it's paired to our iPhone wirelessly. You can control the system with the original touchscreen. You can also easily switch back to the original system by pressing and holding this button right here. You will not lose any functionalities of your original system. Your rear view camera will still work. And now we're going to go ahead and show you how to install it in this particular car. So the tools that you're going to need is a Phillips screwdriver, a H3 metric Allen key, a panel removal tool, and this is also part of the panel removal tool. We call it the hook. So we're going to start to remove this panel around the stereo. So by using our panel removal tool, we're first going to remove this bezel around the screen. So it's pretty difficult to remove, especially these top clips. So we're going to show you a work around it. So we're going to use our fingers first. We're going to lift up this corner so we can get our tool underneath here. And we will unclip it. Then we will move closer to the driver and do the same thing. And then we will lift this panel like this. So we're gonna leave it clipped in because it's very difficult to remove it, and there's a big chance you're gonna crack it. So you can still work around it like this. Now we're gonna take our Phillips screwdriver and we're gonna get to the bolts here. So there's one right here, one above it, and then same thing on the other side. One right here and one above it. So now we're going to use our panel removal tool again, and now we're actually going to remove this whole bezel around, including the vents. So we'll start with the bottom, continue on top. And then we will remove it, and then now we will disconnect these two wires. So you just pull on them. Same on the other side. Now you can remove this whole thing. So we're gonna press on the clip here, and over here, these are the clips that I mentioned to you that are hard to remove. So this way you can disassemble this bezel and you can put it away. That way it's easier to put it back together. And over here you're also going to see these metal clips. They came out of the dashboard actually. So at this point we're going to go ahead and remove them from our from this piece, and then we're going to stick them back into the openings. That way when you're putting everything back, you don't have to worry about them anymore, because if you try to put this piece back and the clips are still here, it's not gonna go back in. In your case, you might remove it and then none of the clips stayed here, so you don't have to do this step. And then there's one more at the bottom. So now with using our Phillips screwdriver, we're going to remove 6 bolts. So there's 4 of them holding the actual screen, and there's 2 more that actually hold this radio in place. So we're going to remove all of them. So now we're going to use our panel removal tool in order to remove these side panels. So there's one right here and one on the other side. We're removing them because there's 2 bolts that hold the radio on each side. So we will take our panel removal tool and just unclip it, and we'll do the same on this side. You also might find that you have some Velcro here that comes from factory. So there's 2 clips and some Velcro that hold this each panel in place. So over here you're gonna see there's a bolt. So we're gonna go ahead and with our Phillips screwdriver take it out. Same thing over here on the passenger side. So next we're gonna have to remove the shift lever, and that's done in order to get the stereo out because it's in the way. So for that you're gonna need our hook tool, and you're gonna see here there's this small panel which you have to unclip, and then you lift it up. Once you lifted it up, we're gonna use our Allen key, and we will unscrew this bolt here that holds it in place. It's pretty long, so like I mentioned, you gotta use a metric H3 size. If you use anything different, you might strip it. So just keep that in mind. So here's that bolt. And now you're just gonna take the shift lever and lift it up and remove it. So now we're gonna take a piece of microfiber cloth. We're gonna cover this console here in order for us to pull out the radio. So there's bottom parts of the radio that are metal and sharp, so you don't want to scratch anything. That's why we're doing that. So you'll just grab the radio unit and pull it towards yourself. As you will see, these two cables will follow, and then we'll show you how to put them back after. We're getting to these connections, so we have to get to this main connection right here, and then that one is for our video signal. So now we're going to show you the components of our kit. So main part of the kit is our module. So inside the kit you have the main power harness that we're going to connect at the back of the stereo. Then there's a harness that goes to our module. You also have two video cables. There's a microphone which we're going to wire behind one of the vents. You have a auxiliary cable for sound, and then there's a USB female which we're going to wire by the bottom of the glove box in order to connect the phone by wire. And then there's a Wi-Fi antenna, and then the last thing is this plug which you're going to plug into your original auxiliary connection. So at the back of the stereo we're going to press this clip, and we're going to remove this connection. Then right below it there's the video connection which we're also going to disconnect. Now we're going to take the harness from our kit, and then we're going to plug it in instead of the original connection. And then the original connection will go to our harness. You're going to take one of the video cables that came with our kit, which is this gray one. So it has a male and a female. So you're going to take the female end and you will plug in the original connection that you took out, like that. And then this end will go into our module. Then this is the second video cable. It has a 90-degree connection. That one will go directly to the back of the stereo instead of the original one. You'll plug it in. Then we're going to take this harness and we're going to plug it in over here. Then you also have your auxiliary connection. So there's one on this side, and then on the other end of the harness there's the other, so you have to join them. So the auxiliary has to connect to both sides of this harness. So now we're going to take the microphone, and that one's going to go behind one of the vents. So it's used for voice commands for Siri or Google Assistant, but your original Bluetooth will still be used for phone calls. So this is not for phone calls. So you're going to take one end of this microphone and you're going to bring it around. You're going to pull it out here. So once we're assembling the vents, we're going to put it in there. And then the other end, we're going to plug it into the module. So the last cable that we're going to feed is this USB cable. So the best place in this car, it's over here behind this these panels. So you can either do it on the passenger side or on the driver's side. We're going to do it on the passenger side. We're going to take this blue end and feed it around the back. And it will also go into our module. So now we have all these cables and we have to get them behind this original screen. So we're going to move the screen to the side. Over here, you're going to see that there's an opening for you to feed the cables through. And we're doing that so we're going to keep our module behind the original screen. There's enough space for it to sit there. That's why we're going to just one by one bring up these cables. And only after that we're going to connect them to our module. So in total you should end up with 5 wires. So there's a wire that goes to the power harness of the module. Then you have two video cables. These the pink and the gray, and the blue one is your USB cable, and then you have the wire for the microphone. So now we're gonna start connecting everything to the module. So this is the power harness, and this is the USB, which goes here. Then the two video cables. So the pink one goes to the LCD in, then the gray one goes to LCD out. Now we're also going to have to connect our microphone, and over here we have to attach our antenna. On the back of the module, you're going to see there's 8 dip switches, and the only one you have to have on is number 8. That's for original rear view camera. So if you have original rear view camera, you should leave it at number 8 on. So now once everything is connected, you can start hiding the module. Carefully, you're going to go around the original wires. And our main goal is to fit it with enough space for the original screen to go back in place. And you can test it. As you can see, there's enough space. So at this point, we're going to put the screen back. And then you're also going to put the head unit back, and then before screwing everything back, we're going to test that to make sure that everything works. So when you're putting it back, you got to make sure that these two wires are not left behind. None of the wires that you plugged in are in the way for the stereo to go back in place, including our microphone. And now you're going to move the screen, and you're going to maneuver these two cables. They have to come out from these holes. So you have one. This is the second one. So before screwing everything back, we're just gonna connect this side button that has the power and volume, and we connected it here. That's just done for testing, so there's no bolts installed. You should do the same, and then you have your USB here. So in order to get sound out of the system, you're going to be selecting auxiliary source. So you would plug in this plug into the auxiliary. That way you can actually select that source. We're going to plug in our iPhone with our Apple cable into the USB that we wired there, and we will turn the car to accessory position. So you're going to accept. Now you're going to go ahead and choose the auxiliary source. Now you're going to press and hold this button on the steering wheel in order to switch to the extra mode for CarPlay, which you didn't have before. And this is our module working and show you in CarPlay. So you're going to test the sound and the touch screen. So we'll go here, press play. As you can hear, sound is playing, touch screen is working. So at this point we can shut the ignition off and reinstall everything. So once everything has been tested, we're going to assemble this car back. So first thing we're going to do is install back the 4 bolts that hold the screen in. So now we're going to put the 2 bolts back that go on the side of the stereo here. Once the bolts are put back in, you can put the panel back. And now we will repeat on the passenger side. So now we're going to put the 2 bolts back that hold the actual radio. Next, we're going to install the shifter. So when you're putting it back, this cover has to be open. You're going to push the shifter down. We're going to take our bolt, put it in there. I'm going to use our Allen key and screw it back in. And then you're just going to put the cover back. Now we're going to put back the vents, and before putting it back, we're going to open the passenger side vent, and we're going to put our microphone in there. Once the microphone is in, you can put it back, and again you got to make sure that these 2 wires are not left behind. Now we're going to go around and make sure that the vents clip back in place, and now we're going to put the 4 bolts back, so 2 on each side. And so the last part is this bezel around the screen, so you got to connect these 2 wires back. They have this little notch on top That's the one that has to be on top. And now you can just clip it back in place. So at this point the installation is complete. And again, this was a video for GTA Car Kits and a Maserati Ghibli. I hope you liked the video, and we'll see you next time.